Who needs a foot in the ass? The Alpha Men Podcast presents
My foot into this thing called your ass.
the Red Foreman Awards.
You dumbass.
All right, let's see if we can redeem yourself already. Tonight we hand out the awards, the Red Foreman Awards, to the people this week who need...
Or you'll have a classic case of foot stuck in ass.
Yeah, a foot in the ass.
Ready.
Our first Red Foreman Award goes to a mayor this week for taking some heat.
Okay.
In the Mexican state of, and I'm probably going to butcher this, of Chiapas,
What do they do?
mayor of Huehueton, he's, that's not even close to being right, but whatever. Okay. It's in Mexico. A Mexican mayor. You got it? All right.
See.
Taking heat for some celebrations he helped organize for Father's Day. Why
That's
is that a
Father's
problem,
Day.
right? It's Father's Day. Mayor decided he was going to throw a big shindig for all the dads. Mayor Manuel Angel Villalobos, mayor of a small Mexican town, thought that hiring strippers to entertain the local father population on Father's Day would be a good expenditure of the town's resources.
Looks like we're going to Mexico.
Look, Manny, yeah, your heart's in the right place, my friend. But we appreciate the sentiment, but probably, not a good idea. A promo poster shared online promised a special event featuring a show that had surprises and presents, and added that no children or women were invited,
I wonder why.
which means children and women showed up. Women, some with their kids, all then walked away pissed and shocked. Though there's been a backlash from the local feminist population, the mayor has yet to apologize, but he did delete the photos of the strippers from his social media account. Good thinking, Manny. And congratulations, you got yourself a Red Foreman this week.
I'm not giving him a dumbass. I'm just
He's
gonna go
dumbass,
with
John.
okay.
Dumbass.
Next up,
Because-
we have 51-year-old Lindsay Studer of Elkins, West Virginia. Now, Lindsay was pulled over by police for an exhaust that was emitting excessive and unusual noise. TJ's pro tip number 312. If you're planning to break the law, you might want to put a little pre-thought into, keeping yourself off the radar. Turns out Stutter also had a suspended license for unpaid citations, and fun doesn't end there. He had some constricted pupils, fidgety demeanor, and a giant machete between the front seat and the console of his car. That led cops to look a little bit further into the situation, and that's when they found, with the help of a canine unit, a loaded hypodermic needle with an unidentified substance, 46.95 grams of meth, 0.85 grams of heroin, and fentanyl, and a mushroom, and a container of THC dabs, and 4 tramadol pills.
Yeah, he's
Dumbass.
Might have been worth it to fix the muffler.
yeah,
You think, Lindsay?
dumbass.
Our next award takes us to the Tri-City areas of Washington, where we find Christopher Noel Pearson, who was hammered and found himself with 37 charges in just one day.
Damn.
He's an overachiever. Cops say persons started off the festivities by calling 911 and reported 27 times, screaming at the dispatcher and making homicidal threats. After a few hours of fun, the cops decided to pay him a visit, but he refused to open the door. A couple of hours after that, neighbors reported the sound of windows breaking, and Pearson had reportedly left his apartment and walked down the street holding what ended up being a giant machete. One of the officers realized that the machete was, in fact, real, and he started swinging the machete and then throwing other knives at the police. He's said to have stabbed and slashed the hood of a patrol car. Then Pearson allegedly managed to reach inside one of the police cruisers, open the door, and drive off in it.
Ooh.
Another cop corps was able to pull a pit maneuver on him to bring the chase to a halt, and the K9 unit finally brought him down. Pearson is said to have told police he was on marijuana, fentanyl, and heroin. You don't say.
Was Lindsay and him riding together?
Maybe.
The machete, the drugs.
Narcotics were not. Narcotics alone were not strong enough for him. In addition to the 27 counts of misusing 911, he was also hit with obstruction, resisting, and DUI charges. TJ's pro tip number 86: don't call 911 27 times, throw knives at cops, and steal their car.
And stab the car.
Dumbass.
Next award: something stinks in Campbell River, British Columbia. Specifically, it's Dick's Fish and Chips. For years, the neighborhood surrounding the dive restaurant has complained about how it's been stinking up the neighborhood. And now the county council there has finally done something about it by declaring a public nuisance. A report from the city said the smell emitting from the restaurant had reached disturbing levels at times, and it's even devalued property values in the area, according to the city. Now Dick's has to undergo a full cleaning once a month, change charcoal filters weekly, and change fryer oil every 3 days at a minimum.
What was the smell like this, eh?
Dick's Fish and Chips.
I know, but it smell like rotten eggs. It smell like fish.
Well, what
mind.
would you think Dick's Fish and Chips smells?
Hold on.
Dumbass.
But I have a question.
Yeah.
How in the world does this place stay in business that long? Long enough to make this an issue for years.
Walk up to the door.
Wouldn't you be like, I ain't eating at that place? You know? You would think they'd go out of business, but anyway.
But if it stinks that bad and you're walking up to the door, wouldn't that turn your stomach?
Apparently.
Ugh.
Our WTF Red Foreman Award tonight goes to Arthur Urach. He is an 18-year-old who happens to be the son of OnlyFans and former Miss Bum Bum model, Andressa Urach.
Okay.
And there they are, the two of them. During a recent Q&A...
That's his mom?
That's his mom, yes.
Okay.
During a recent Q&A, young Art admitted he's the one responsible for taking the hot naked photos of his mom for OnlyFans.
Wow. Oh, wow. I did not see that coming.
Of course, that opened the floodgates to anyone and everyone with an opinion about if it's okay for an 18-year-old to be shooting adult content of his 35-year-old mother.
No.
Dude, that's your mom. All right?
Holy crap.
Look, at least the kid in American Pie went after Stifler's mom, all right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's your mom.
Oh, Lord. Well, how does that come at dinner, honey? I need somebody to take some pictures because mine
it's
is a
got
little
to be
tight.
the most dysfunctional family in the world.
I mean, now, did he think about it or he's like, oh, yeah, absolutely, Mom. Come on. Holy crap.
Dumbass.
Our final Red Foreman Award this week
This will make me curious.
goes to 41-year-old Declan Honey of Ireland, who got popped after dragging his uncle's dead body to the post office to collect a retirement pension check for $270.
Oh, wow.
Ever seen Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah,
The dude who evidently has seen Weekend at Bernie's one too many times has 55 previous convictions, by the way. He's a Boy Scout. He and a friend dragged 66-year-old Paydar Doyle into the building with his legs clearly dragging on the ground. A witness dialed 999. That's the equivalent of 911 in Ireland. To say that the man they were carrying had fixed eyes and a gray face. Honey and his buddy's plans ended when Doyle was declared dead on the premises. However, after court proceedings, Hani walked free from prison just a week after being sentenced to 2 years for attempted deception. Furthermore, and here's something you're not going to see coming, the 41-year-old has reportedly been accepted back into his family's circle. His cousin says, despite the hurt that he caused, his family, they'd never disown him as he's had a long-standing addiction to drugs. See, that's what I love. That's what I love. A kick in the ass with a happy ending. That's what
For a $270 check, he grabbed it. Wait. Was he
So
going
the
over his-
guy's uncle was dead.
So he found him dead,
Carried
I'm
on,
assuming.
pining for the fields, okay?
Yeah. So I'm
And
assuming he found
had
him
a
dead.
pension that came in the mail.
Yeah.
So he carried his dead uncle into the post office, acting like he was still alive, to collect the check.
And he got his buddy to help him.
And he got his buddy to help him.
Dumbass. You dumbass!
That's the Red Foreman Awards tonight on the Alpha Men Podcast.